PS5 players are getting a fresh lineup of titles arriving throughout March. These new releases cover different genres, from action-heavy experiences to more focused adventures. Let's dive right into it. Scott Pilgrim EX is a side-scrolling action-adventure brawler, where players control Scott, Ramona, and other fighters against rival gangs across Toronto. Combat uses fast combos, special attacks, and a variety of strange weapons, with each character offering a different fighting style. Players earn coins, equip badges, and upgrade stats to shape their builds while completing quests and clearing connected levels. Local and online co-op allow up to 4 players to fight through the story together. Docked is a realistic simulation where players operate heavy machinery to run and rebuild a family port after a hurricane. Daily tasks include unloading ships, loading trucks, transporting cargo, and repairing equipment to keep operations running. Players sign contracts to earn money, complete priority jobs, and maintain supply chains. Funds can be used to buy new machinery, expand storage, and upgrade facilities while managing the port's growth through ongoing construction and logistics work.
While staring disaster in the face. Do you got what it takes?
Your community outreach liaison. It's a lovely day outside.
Marathon is a PvPvE extraction shooter set on the colony of Tau Ceti 4, where players control biocybernetic runners and enter hostile zones to gather valuable loot. Each run mixes firefights against rival players with battles against security forces and environmental threats. Players choose different runner shells, equip weapons and implants, and build loadouts that can be lost if they fail to escape. Faction contracts, seasonal upgrades, and team play shape long-term progress.
And I am here to walk with you into its embrace.
Mayday! 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 This is General Dan Greed of the new Cascadia colony on Tau Ceti 4. Whoever's listening, whatever's out there, we need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday, mayday. This is Dan Greed. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying. We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have. We're monsters. We're all monsters.
Embrace. Embrace. One step. Embrace. Embrace. One step. Embrace.
Mayday! 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 Mayday!
Nevergrave the Witch and the Curse is a 2D action game that mixes Metroidvania structure with roguelite progression. Players fight using magic and a cursed hat that can possess enemies and use their abilities to solve puzzles or gain combat advantages. Dungeons are procedurally generated with traps, obstacles, and bosses that change each run. Materials collected during runs are used to rebuild the village, grow crops, cook food, and unlock upgrades. Up to 4 players can explore dungeons together. Planet of Lana 2 is a cinematic puzzle platformer where players guide Lana and her companion Mui through varied environments shaped by new technology and rising conflict. Gameplay mixes platforming with environmental puzzles that rely on timing, observation, and cooperation between the two characters. Lana gains more agile movement, such as wall jumps and smoother traversal to reach new paths and solve challenges. The story unfolds without spoken dialogue, using visuals, music, and player actions to carry the narrative.
Darkness.
The Bearer and the Last Flame is a dark fantasy action-adventure where players control a warrior tasked with carrying a sacred flame across lands overrun by demons and undead creatures. Combat takes place in third person with a variety of weapons, items, and enemy types across 5 distinct regions. Players face different foes in each area while taking on side quests and interacting with NPCs. The main objective is to protect the flame and push back the darkness across the kingdoms.
Wake up, little girl.
Mirage 7 is a third-person adventure where players control Nadira as she crosses a desert with her lizard companion Gigi in search of a hidden oasis. Gameplay combines melee and ranged combat with environmental puzzles that must be solved to move forward. Players collect items to craft simple tools that help overcome hazards and reach new areas. The story unfolds as Nadira follows the legend of the Moon Palace in hopes of saving her sister.
You should ask yourself who you are.
I'm sorry, I think you have me mistaken for someone else. Well, Gigi, I think I'll have my little sister back soon.
They are coming for her.
That's not fair.
The world is not fair.
1348 Ex Voto is a third-person action-adventure set in a troubled medieval Italy, where players control Aida, a young knight searching for someone close to her. Combat uses sword fighting inspired by historical techniques, with 2 stances that change attack styles and tactics. Skill books unlock new combos, and different weapon parts can be used to customize the sword. Players travel through villages, castles, and countryside while collecting treasures and facing bandits, mercenaries, and other threats.
So, you're the young knight who's brought chaos to this camp.
I seek word of a young postulant. She was kidnapped from my town by your men. You murder. You kidnap. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, yet your actions demand it.
When the pestilence came, he turned his back on us all. Do you have any idea how hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
I swore an oath of justice.
Do you believe I enjoy doing the things I've done?
Trust me.
Bubblegum Galaxy is a narrative-building game where players design planets by placing tiles to rebuild a missing galaxy. Each planet has its own rules, and missions ask players to connect certain tile types or place specific features to reach higher scores. Progress is tied to completing these objectives and improving planet layouts. Between building sessions, players move around the office, talk to co-workers, and trigger story events that reveal more about the missing galaxy.
us promise each other that we would be together forever?
Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake is a survival horror adventure where players control one of two twin sisters trapped in a haunted village. The main mechanic uses the camera obscura, a special device that captures and damages ghosts during encounters. Players explore dark locations, solve environmental puzzles, and switch camera filters to adapt to different spirit types. The remake updates visuals, audio, controls, and adds new areas while keeping the core ghost capturing system central to both combat and progression.
If I open this, I might be able to get out. Together forever. But this will make us one. So it's okay. Kill me. You can't fall again! Not alone!
Welcome to a fantasy world filled with mystery, danger, and political intrigue.
GreedFall 2, The Dying World, is an action RPG where players control a native of Tir Frade, taken to the Old Continent and forced into conflicts between rival factions. Combat uses a real-time system with a tactical pause, letting players control a party and plan actions during fights. Character creation, skill trees, and equipment allow melee, ranged, magic, or stealth builds. Story progress depends on dialogue choices, faction reputation, and relationships with companions.
You play as a native of this island, an apprentice Donigad, a guardian of knowledge and nature. With your initiation barely complete, your destiny is turned upside down when you are captured by strangers from across the ocean and forced to endure obscure experiments. A prisoner on a diseased continent, you have only one goal: to return home. But your escape plunges you into the heart of a far larger conspiracy, where the fate of your people and that of the entire continent hang in the balance. Lost in an unknown land, you will cross paths with allies ready to join your cause. 8 memorable companions, hailing from all corners of the continent, with their own story, beliefs, and secrets to uncover. But be careful, your actions will determine the strength of your bonds, or the reasons for their departure. Their help will be invaluable for gathering information, opening closed doors, or diffusing tense situations. But sometimes they might just make things worse. Brothers in arms, friends, soulmates, or rivals, their fate is tied to yours and your choices. While cunning or persuasion can get you out of many predicaments, there will be danger along your path, and your teachings as a Donigad have taught you that violence is sometimes unavoidable. Use tactical pause to coordinate your actions and those of your companions to exploit enemy weaknesses and unleash devastating skills. Prefer to stay in the thick of the action? Focus on your character and let your allies act on their own. The choice is yours, thanks to numerous settings that allow you to define your combat experience. Forge your armor, sharpen your blade, summon destructive magic, or crush the skull of any enemy who stands in your way. Kakan is vast and beautiful. Freely explore these unique landscapes aboard the Constantia. Uncover their mysteries, discover their treasures, and face the many dangers they hold. Journey through majestic cities, the cradles of factions caught in endless power struggles. Their conflicting interests are as much an opportunity to gain their support as they are a risk of adding powerful nations to your long list of enemies. Numerous obstacles await. It's up to you to decide how to overcome them. Every action taken will shape your reputation and alliances, and may lead to happy or dramatic consequences.
The newest co-op zombie shooter launching March 12, 2026.
John Carpenter's Toxic Commando is a cooperative first-person shooter where players pick a mercenary and fight through large waves of infected enemies. Missions are built around 4-player squads that share ammo, revive teammates, and push through semi-open maps filled with threats. Players use firearms, grenades, and special abilities while managing resources during intense encounters. Vehicles can be found across levels, each with different functions, allowing teams to drive, fight, or escape as the horde closes in.
Kato, Ruby, and Astrid. A bunch of criminals hired to clean up this mess, and maybe save humanity while they're at it. You'll blast through multiple missions, each in a semi-open world packed with zombie heads to blow off. Get ready to face hordes of those sludge bastards.
Fuck off over there!
Saber Interactive Swarm technology throws hundreds upon hundreds of real enemies at you simultaneously. We're talking endless waves of zombies running straight at your face. Adapt fast, work with your team, or just grab a machete and charge into the horde like the maniac you are. In Toxic Commando, every mission starts with a badass vehicle, and you'll need it to navigate these infected hellscapes. Each has its perks. Stuck in blood and guts-filled mud with more zombies closing in? Jack a ride with a winch to pull yourselves free, and crack open locked containers loaded with ammo, weapons, spare parts, and fuel. Teams bleeding out? An ambulance is your savior and heals everyone. Check your map for available rides and switch whenever you find something better. We've got all the toys you'll need to blast these monsters back to hell. Pick your primary from 16 weapon types. Shotguns, SMGs, sniper rifles, you name it.
Reloading.
Secondary weapons like pistols back you up when you're running dry. When you're looking for brutal, bloody takedowns, melee weapons are your friends. Machetes, crowbars, all kinds of good shit.
Now this is action!
The really devastating gear like heavy machine guns and grenade launchers are hidden in missions. Explore and exchange spare parts to unlock them.
Finders, takers.
That's what we need.
Choose a kick-ass ability for even more blood and explosions. Dominate in your own style by choosing among 4 unique classes. Strike for aggressive mayhem. Medic to keep everyone breathing. Operator for drone warfare and tech.
Getting my drone loot.
Or Defender to be an unstoppable wall.
Fence is activated.
Stack your squad however you want. Run 4 strikes if that's your vibe. This game is built from the ground up for 4-player chaos. Use matchmaking or grab your friends in a private lobby. With crossplay, anyone can join from any platform. One last piece of advice, if you want to play Lone Wolf, you'll get swarmed fast. So rally your team, gear the hell up, and get ready for non-stop co-op zombie destruction.
RoadOut is a post-apocalyptic action RPG where players control Claire, a mercenary taking contracts across the desert known as the Dead Zone. Gameplay mixes top-down driving with on-foot combat and dungeon sections. Players complete delivery, sabotage, and assassination jobs, join factions, and race on dangerous tracks. Combat uses twin-stick controls with melee and ranged attacks, while crafting drugs, weapons, and cybernetic upgrades improves abilities. Claire's car can also be customized to handle terrain, weather, and vehicle combat.
O sacred stone, join rider and spirit in unfailing kinship.
Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection is a turn-based RPG where players become a rider who raises, trains, and fights alongside monsters. Battles use a command-based system where different attack types counter each other, and success depends on reading enemy actions. Players collect monster eggs, hatch them, and build a party with different abilities and traits. Progress comes from completing quests, strengthening bonds with monsters, and developing strategies using a growing roster of companions.
And I suppose it's your duty to reclaim this territory then?
Endangered species.
When we find an endangered species egg, we take it and hatch it. Then we can return it to the wild, bolstering their population.
Oh yeah, would you call it eco-restore?
Habitat restoration. This is no relationship of convenience. We understand them and create the right environment for them to thrive. This is a ranger's duty we can fulfill.
Would you mind terribly if I gave you a hand with that particular process?
It looks like a Palico's gotta do what a Palico's gotta do, I suppose. Ready, and... Somnicat won't come back to get you.
You sure?
These kind folks drove the thing off.
Who are they?
My career has been a fight. A long, brutal, but necessary fight.
WWE 2K26 is a wrestling simulation where players control a large roster of superstars and legends across different match types and modes. Matches use timing-based grapples, strikes, reversals, and signature moves to control the ring. Players can run career stories, manage shows in Universe or MyGM modes, and build teams in MyFaction. Creation tools allow custom wrestlers, arenas, and story setups, while local and online multiplayer support competitive and cooperative matches.
Every single time, I prove them wrong. My career isn't perfect. It's messy. It's controversial. I've made enemies. I've burned bridges. Good. I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for something that I'm not. This year, you can live my story on my terms, or yours. Because when the show never stops, anything is possible.
Every legend starts somewhere.
MLB The Show 26s is a baseball simulation that adds new rules, systems, and modes across pitching, hitting, and fielding. An ABS challenge system lets players dispute ball and strike calls, while updated pitching and hitting mechanics change how at-bats are handled. Defensive attributes and hundreds of new animations aim to add more variety to fielding plays. New stadiums, added college teams, and updates to modes like Diamond Dynasty and storylines expand the available content.
It clicks. You're locked in. Every swing smoother, every pitch nastier, every moment straight heat.
Big moment for the closer. He delivers. Got him swinging.
Okay, now you're repping your country. Different pressure, different pride. This is the world stage. Or maybe your journey takes you upstairs, flipping prospects, stacking lineups, building a ball club your way. Getting to the majors? That's just the beginning. Cooperstown is the goal. But you gotta earn it. It's your journey, your moment, your show. Make your mark. Become a legend.
Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written.
Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure where players control Cliff, a mercenary leader trying to rebuild his scattered group across the continent of Pyrewall. Combat uses swords, spears, bows, and special abilities, with fast third-person battles against soldiers, beasts, and bosses. Players travel across towns, deserts, mountains, and ruins while taking on missions, gathering resources, and crafting gear. Mounts, climbing, and gliding allow movement across different regions as the story unfolds.
Without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one. We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle. Fight! Fight for Pyrewall!
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
This is your hell!
Remember who you are, and let it guide your path. For at the end of it, you will find the answers you seek.
Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered is a hack-and-slash action game where players control officers from the Three Kingdoms era and fight through large battlefields filled with enemy troops. Combat is built around fast melee attacks, special Muso moves, and defeating hundreds of enemies in a single stage. Players can choose from more than 40 characters, develop their officers, unlock weapons, and take on story missions or challenge modes alone or in two-player co-op. Gear.Club Unlimited 3 is a racing simulation where players drive licensed cars across roads in the French Mediterranean coast and Japan. Races include standard events, time attacks, and highway runs where players weave through traffic while maintaining speed. The game features more than 40 cars that can be customized with visual parts and performance upgrades. Story mode tasks players with growing their club, challenging rivals, and expanding their presence through wins and car tuning.
Digits, 8 shots. Could crack a safe. Could mark a date. Only one way to know.
Mouse P.I. for Hire is a first-person shooter where players control Detective Jack Pepper as he fights through criminal gangs while investigating a larger conspiracy. Combat is fast and movement-driven, with machine guns, explosive weapons, and power-ups used against groups of enemies and bosses. Levels take place across different parts of the city, with collectibles and side cases to uncover. Players can unlock abilities like wall running, grappling, and double jumping to reach new paths and secrets.
Guess that just...
Rushing Beat X Return of Brawl Brothers is a side-scrolling beat-em-up where players choose fighters and battle through city stages filled with enemy gangs. Combat uses auto combos, counterattacks, throws, and cancel moves to create longer attack strings. A rage gauge fills during fights, unlocking stronger stats and a special finishing move. Players can pick up weapons, break objects for items, and combine food for healing effects. Local co-op allows 2 players to team up through the story. Dunjungle is a 2D action roguelite where players control a monkey hero fighting through dangerous jungle dungeons. Each run takes place in procedurally generated areas filled with traps, enemies, and bosses. Players collect weapons, spells, and relics that can be combined to create different builds. Classes with unique strengths change how each run plays. When the character dies, the run resets, but some unlocks and rescued characters carry over to help in later attempts. Ghostmaster Resurrection is a strategy adventure where players control a group of spirits and use them to haunt different locations across the town of Gravenville. Each ghost has unique abilities, and players must place and manage them carefully to scare humans, solve puzzles, and complete mission goals. Levels take place in varied buildings such as hospitals, houses, and bases. Resource management, timing, and planning are key to unlocking new areas, spirits, and story events. Rubato is a 2D physics-based collectathon where players move through compact areas and gather planet bits to repair the solar system. Movement and combat revolve around a tongue mechanic that can grab objects, interact with the environment, and attack enemies. Levels are designed with open paths, hidden shortcuts, and secrets to uncover. Players explore different themed areas, collect items, and progress through a story that mixes humor with character-driven moments.
In this world, There exist 7 books that govern the power of magic.
Ariana and the Elder Codex is an action Metroidvania where players control a librarian who enters magical books to repair them. Each codex acts as a stage filled with platforming challenges, enemies, and bosses. Players earn new spells and abilities that open previously blocked paths, allowing deeper progress through each area. More than 30 skills can be equipped across limited slots, encouraging different builds, while crafted items provide stat boosts and combat bonuses during exploration.
Codices and return magic to the world. This is a tale of battle and restoration that unfolds across the enchanting worlds of the 7 codices. I am a wielder of librarian magic. With my special abilities, I can enter the world of a codex. The codices each have unique plot lines, and by repairing them and meeting the characters within, the lost stories come to light.
Teams and make the event happen. Each club brings its own fans. Your job is to meet their expectations.
Copa City is an economic strategy game where players organize major football matches by managing the city around the stadium. Preparation begins days before kickoff, with tasks such as building fan zones, planning transport, and setting up services like food, security, and media areas. Players manage funds, specialists, and volunteers while balancing the needs of different fan groups. Match readiness depends on infrastructure, safety checks, and how well the city supports the event.
That's yours too. Mow, irrigate, and light the pitch. Prepare locker rooms and set up team facilities. The deeper you progress, the more possibilities open up, from simple attractions to full-scale fan zones. When everyone's in town and the tension peaks, guide fans safely to the stadium. Make sure rival supporters never cross paths. Your victory? A packed stadium, roaring fans, and a city shaking with football fever.
確か処刑されたはずですわよね。それが一体全体。これはどういうことかしら。
Etrange Overlord is an action RPG where players control Etrange as she fights through hell with a growing group of allies. Combat takes place on stages built around a revolving lane system that moves items, buffs, and characters around the battlefield. Players attack, dodge, and collect bonuses while managing a party of more than 15 playable characters. Suites can be used to improve stats and unlock benefits, and co-op modes allow up to 4 players to battle together. Life is Strange Reunion is a narrative adventure where players control both Max and Chloe as they try to stop a deadly fire at their university. Gameplay centers on dialogue choices, environmental puzzles, and branching decisions that change relationships and story outcomes. Max can use her rewind power to undo actions, adjust conversations, and solve time-based challenges, while Chloe relies on her own skills during key moments. Player choices determine who survives and how the story concludes.
all that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of.
With so many lives at stake, I need all the help I can get. Sophie?
In the flesh. If you saw this campus burn down, then it means it was supposed to happen. Who are you to stop it?
I know there are consequences to using your powers, but maybe this time is different?
Right when everything is falling into chaos. She walks in, like she heard her cue. Chloe? How are you here?
Lots to discuss. Right now, I think we should run.
Chloe.
Let's go, Max! I have memories of things that can't possibly be true. Max, did you do this?
Your visions, the fire, we'll figure it all out.
Whatever comes next, it will happen to us.
This isn't fair! You can't have come back to me just to end up here.
Did we meet in a past life?
So,
Project Songbird is a first-person narrative horror game where players control Dakota, a musician staying in a remote forest cabin to record a new album. Gameplay mixes exploration with story-driven sequences as players move through the cabin, nearby woods, and dreamlike areas. Encounters include ranged and melee combat, with weapons that can be upgraded to survive threats. Progress comes from uncovering events around the cabin and piecing together the story behind the strange presence in the forest.
noticed that you could be staying all next month. I just thought maybe you'd like to take the time away to get an album out. A new, classic Neon Songbird album. Well, the place isn't exactly 5-star. Maybe living a bit off the grid, but I don't know. You can show everyone that you've still got it. What do you say?
Neopets Mega Mini Games Collection. The Neopean Arcade Odyssey is a retro-style arcade package that brings together 26 minigames based on classic Neopets challenges. Each game offers simple objectives, such as collecting items, chasing targets, or beating score goals, with updated controls and smoother performance. Players can choose between arcade, challenge, or endless modes, unlock trophies and rewards, and compete for high scores. New Super Lucky's Tale is a 3D platformer where players control Lucky as he travels through worlds inside the Book of Ages to recover missing pages. Gameplay mixes open hub areas, linear levels, and 2D side-scrolling stages. Players jump, burrow underground, tail swipe enemies, and solve light puzzles while collecting coins and hidden items. Progress comes from completing levels, finding collectibles, and defeating bosses that guard key story objectives.
He's here. It's him. It's Gabrielle.
Screamer is an arcade racing game set in a futuristic tournament where drivers use combat abilities during high-speed races. Each character controls a unique vehicle with its own special skill. Races are built around the Echo system, which lets players switch between boost, strike, and shield actions to gain speed or attack rivals. Different modes include standard races and team events, where both finishing position and combat performance determine the outcome.
Fury has sharpened you. Who it is your greatest weapon?
リツコも言いたいことある？リツコ？ A Screamer tournament is about to be announced, held by a Mr. A. Consider this your personal invitation.
Burn alive, you piece of shit!
Search mode engaged.
Ereban Shadow Legacy is a stealth platformer where players control Ariana, the last member of a lost race, as she infiltrates guarded facilities and ruined cities. Gameplay centers on shadow powers that let her merge with darkness, climb surfaces, and move unseen. Players can avoid enemies or eliminate them using gadgets and abilities. New powers are unlocked by absorbing echoes, allowing different playstyles while progressing through levels and uncovering the truth behind her past.
Is looking for something. I want to know what and why.
Ayana, stop. You are incredibly important. We must work together.
You must connect. Awaken what is dormant.
Geostellar, on the air!
Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection is a package that brings together 7 action RPG titles from the Star Force series. Battles use a card-based system where players select attack cards and fight enemies on a grid in real time. Players build decks, upgrade abilities, and progress through each story. The collection adds options such as autosave, speed settings, and damage adjustments, along with online matches, music players, and a large gallery of artwork and cards.